student for let the public understand.
Now that's make we bring come to you the Today Show. We get segments where they range from interviews on the big issues.
Sierra Leone authorities said Monday that 20 people were killed and nearly 2,000 prisoners escaped during Sunday's attack on the capital.
To sport.
What a fairy tale story here. There they are, the champions of Africa.
And entertainment and simple tourism with plenty other issues.
Get ready for the roller coaster ride through with day-to-day story them as we dive deep into the heart of the matter.
Every weekday on Slick Television, Channel 37 from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Tune in and stay informed like never before.
The Today Show, only on Slick Television.
So say na you boss standing. What you do it for? Undress me.
Okay, you all bite.
Somebody put a 150. The bite condition, you want to see the baby in pants.
So who that you go listen to? You mama or you best buddy? Love. Marriage.
And this is the surprise. You know you always left you in the house. You feel say this thing about your love.
Cheating.
Listen to me, Idris. Listen to me. I'm at your office right now. And you're not in an office. You tell me say you don't go meeting. Rather than woman you dey sign to carry.
Romance. And love.
This is the mistake. Next time, clean it up. Are you a lady going through issues in a relationship? You dey chop breakfast, you dey see pepper, my sister, you don't know who to talk to. Well, welcome to Girls Talk. Here on Girls Talk, we discuss everything that has to do with ladies and their relationships. Also, we get for the play entertaining and exciting games them. Not forget the gist part. Of course, Time Maggie get for the take place now. Always watch Girls Talk right here on Slick TV, channel 37. Get 'em nice.
economics, we are being taught, say, the difference between a house and a home. House not just a building, and home is where people live together, and of course, then they celebrate the love and joy. And there's a normal saying, say, home is where the heart is. But for residents, Nayenga, it's not the same since the displacement earlier this year in May, where they pull them from outside and they can't go to the neighboring village, do there, so around there. They're missing home. Isn't that it? Hello and welcome to the Today Show here on Slick Television on channel 37. You can also join us on Facebook at Slick TV, website at slicktv.com, and follow us on all our social media handles. I am Rabiatu Mansaye. We quote for today, he'd say, when doors to dialogue are closed, the pathway to understanding becomes longer. When doors to dialogue, for you don't talk, you don't lock, the pathway for understanding, it would take more time. We've been on a very long ride with Guinea and WISEF for this whole Yenga issue. Now we see a 12-man delegation from ECOWAS. I mean, they're saying they can do fact-finding, but they were stopped by authorities there from Guinea in Yenga. What does that mean? This and more in store for you with today's show. See you after the break.
I don't want to let you play correctly to the man.
Man them. This na boys. Usaiman and they put all thing at table from Pantap to Godo. Inside boys, we know they hide behind with shadow at all. We real and this them now all but we.
Every woman first, let me start that, always they look for a successful man. So likewise, majority of the men also they look for a successful woman.
We can't talk about we hustle and with the fair money.
When you like somebody, you first of all get for take care of whatever you like. Make them a priority.
We relationship and waiting people they expect from we man them.
You know, women are more emotional than men. If you start them, where you enjoy them, you go they come.
This not a side where we just they can't talk. This na brotherhood. Na side for let you see and feel what it really mean for we boy picky.
Sex is intimacy.
This na boys. So come na the bar, grab a chair, buy a drink, let we talk, chill and vibe. Cause this na boys who side with they shake the table.
And gentlemen, welcome to the show. Are you ready?
Solo sweet.
Hi, yo. Ola gina hats break so rapper where they run him out. We see me now for mass break. You kick a slap for poorly got. We ask back that le bob. Say a poorly got. Over CBS saying poorly but listen.
Enough them attack around the ratty black man are disabled. But enough to me do outer road. Them not capable. And when me turn around the big table, and me make them like usable.
What a speech sponge like the demon from the voice swallow all our school in them is life and if I don't record. As son back and Swiss back I can't like Lanza.
The bars them strong like love cause scandal. Men I make you feel we were like ambulance salam.
Watch bad drive you cross million boy have no matter hearts than you. Cook you like a bunky so mixing on me clad nobody now fi jump here too. A ratty gang me bad nobody now go bite me like that.
Them say call you this way and put on a you a suck pussy force is still not the shape. You in a pandemic all side in those get.
Are you claim for rap when I be the last and that? Are you face black? Are you fever wish?
Can't think them attack. Me not give a hell where you find them a open them wall and talk. Lyrics them a come out of me mouth just like a water drum.
Mr. Wave coming out don't outcast. I know once ya fake cheese. I'm expect you for sell you say I good not to pass a beat you and molest you.
3 gunshots from Yenga on the 29th of August, similar to that we happened in Saime. But this time around, it was centered around the 12-man delegation we come out from ECOWAS in their fact-finding mission when they come for Kandu. Since then, till date, the issue of Yenga sparked so much controversy. But it's very essential for us to go back down memory lane, as history told us, the reason why the Guineans occupy this particular territory was because they can't help we during the rebel war. And when the war ended, they no go back to their country. But imagine the war ended in 2002, until date we're having some form of disagreement between these two places. It has never been fully or 100% assured as to why the Guineans still occupied this place, notwithstanding the fact, say, inside 2005, the late President Ahmed John Kaban, the President of Guinea back then, had an agreement on paper saying that this place belongs to the Sierra Leonean people. In May, when the earlier gunshot was shot there by the Guinean soldiers, residents there in Yenga began to rely on the neighboring communities for solace. Also, we see the government send support, bags of rice and other things there. But that's all it entails on a day tap. So when these 12 men came, or when these 12 people came from ECOWAS, and they happened for BC, they were not allowed into the neighboring country. They pose so many questions as to what may have gone wrong, how waiting happened, and waiting worthy for note. And for help we talk about this conversation today, we get with us Abdul Karim Will from the Office of National Security, and hopefully we will be joined by Brian Mamwana, in a civil society. But Mr. Will is there. Welcome to the Today Show.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon, listeners and viewers. Happy for day as usual.
All right, okay. Let's just open the ball here. Is Yenga gone already, or should we be hopeful?
Yenga is not gone anywhere. Well, like any other person, the concern is very much legitimate. Because like you rightly mentioned, in a situation we don't fester for the longest period. It happened after we war, or even before we war. Yenga not to be contentions, not to be issue of any controversy between we and we neighboring brothers and sisters. But during the course of the war, a lot of activities will happen on that axis will negatively impact Guinea, Nongowa specifically. Rebel activities will get some spillover effects on that community there. And Guinea being one of the first countries we willingly show up for help for pursue the war. The approach with government then for say we want for help on for fight the war. But in the course of helping on, we also use this strategic point so that we go deter any activities we go negatively impact we own country. Fine request, the government wasted no time but for grant them that kind of access they for sit on Yenga soil. And then, rightly so, they help people pursue the war. An activity or an intervention we highly appreciated. And we every well-meaning Sierra Leonean for appreciate, for applaud Guinea for. But after the war, it don't become a little concerning that members of the Guinean armed forces they intermittently occupy Yenga. We notice say after the war, the RAF them they make them as a condition for letting disarm. That when they ask you for disarm, but to still get Guinean armed forces stationed in Yenga. And therefore, we will only disarm if we make them go back. So negotiations being hold, and then we may somewhat succeed for letting demilitarize the zone, mostly, majorly. And so the disarmament take place as alone, and so on and so forth. But still, we get pockets of GAF personnel deployed, Yenga and even the surrounding villages. And so in 2005, former President Ahmad Tijan Kaba of blessed memory and former President Lansana Conde of Guinea of blessed memory, they come together as two brothers, two sisterly nations for say, no, the cultural affinities, the intermarriages, the trade relationship, the fact that we don't help each other in both good and in bad times, consideration over a small piece of land, not for overshadow all of them fine things that they who don't enjoy as two countries. And therefore, officially, in a public function, Yenga was handed over to Sierra Leone.
All right. You know, Abdul, I appreciate when you actually give us this background. If I were some of these things, they come from authorities, even notwithstanding some people know the stories. And I start off by asking, if you finally don't go, and you talk, say no. And with this background where you don't get the much understanding. And today, since May, people that wouldn't be residing at that place, they're no longer there.
Okay. So that they no longer did it, and that they get this conversation to the extent that we don't pitch the conversation beyond the national level. It starts from the local authorities. It come at the national level. Now it don't go regional. We begin the involvement of the Mano River Union. We begin the involvement of the Makona River Organization, a local organization within that conclave day. And then, because most of the efforts we don't make, not seem for don't yield the dividend we they look forward to, thankfully, we current president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, President Dr. Julius Maada Bio, he raised the issue now an ECOWAS summit. For say, we don't try in we own way for how we resolve this issue of Yenga. And we don't want to degenerate into any situation we will bring calm or will spark conflict between we and we brothers them. Therefore, we will see how we are able for help for intervene and resolve this matter. That may lead to the constitution of a 12-man delegation. We recently came to Salon and just left. Then come purposely for do an assessment of the current situation and then come out with a report and provide recommendations as to how this matter will be resolved amicably. Like we as a country, we don't want for any draw between we and Guinea. ECOWAS also not look forward to any conflict. Now that's in fact the reason we make them come. But like you mentioned just now, on denial of access to Yenga town by the Guinean armed forces, the team will then come and first engage all of the relevant stakeholder institutions in Freetown at the national level. And then they go now on the ground. After they don't get some verbal explanation, the Office of National Security under the leadership of Mr. Abdullahi Kolka, the National Security Coordinator, will provide them with comprehensive documents which speak to the ownership or issues relating to Yenga and all border infractions between Sierra Leone and Guinea. And then now they go on the ground for go fact find. But even before they can, they first approach the authorities in Guinea for say we want for come engage on this subject matter.
But also so the Guineans, then they put out, they say they were not informed prior to the visit.
Yeah, so I go come to that point, that aspect there. So they inform the authorities at Conakry in an official correspondence. I mean, ECOWAS will just grab and come, set up 12 people.
But Guinea not respond.
Yeah, 12 people together, they no inform, no, they no go do that one day. Now they can vouch. They write officially to Guinea, say when they come, just like them do officially to we, say that they come and we acknowledge and receive them. They wanted to start with Guinea from waiting and tell we, because now we not the complainant.
Okay.
And the other person we not the respondent in this case, are Guinea. So they began for a from their own force, and then now they come to we. But when they approach Guinea, they tell we, say, the Guinean authorities don't actually deny, say, no, you won't come on this matter, no. They say, give us some time, we'll get back to you. But because the mission is timeline and owing to the fact, say, the situation where they on the ground, one way dire, because people, like you mentioned, displaced from a territory they consider their own.
Their home.
They don't be denied access to their farming activities, and so on and so forth. ECOWAS thinks, and rightly so, there is need for how we resolve this matter as urgently as possible. so that we go avoid any humanitarian situation. So when they don't engage all of the stakeholders in a Freetown, the Minister for Internal Affairs, the Honorable Mori Lengo Esquire, will lead the team who say maybe be part of other officials from government ministries, departments and agencies, including Minister of Foreign Affairs, local government, the Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces, Sierra Leone Police, etc. We all been go and escort them. So that one, we go show them around the territory because they're strangers. Secondly, we go show them to the relevant authorities, the paramount chief, the section chief, where they on the swell. So that they will get unfettered access to wherever they want to go. Prior to we go one, na Kwendu. Well, upon some thoughts, the team thinks, well, maybe this territory, which are Guinean forces then deployed, we can also want for seize this opportunity for reach day. The initial intention of actually come visit, which are no confusion on we own part. So they visited Sokoma, Pegebendu, and the other side. Well, before we go, the brigade commander and the relevant military personnel them on that ground reached out to the counterpart in Guinea because they in conversation. For say a team they come with the escorted team from ECOWAS for come visit and actually pin foot na Yenga town. The commander on the ground, now the garrison, na Nongoa, the Weketu prefecture, say, okay, let me get back to the authorities at Conakry. He gets back, well, he say, get back to the authorities at Conakry, and then get back to, he say, unfortunately, you don't get authorization from your in bosses na Guinea, na Conakry, and therefore he is constrained to allow the team for put foot on the ground. So that na the issue relating to denial of access. But largely, the team will go, they successfully hold the discussions where they want to hold. Because they go visit all of the side, they also get military deployment, Sokoma and Pogebendu, in fact, more strategic in terms of in location than Yenga. Because Yenga, they underneath Sokoma. Where they na Sokoma, they oversee Yenga, outside the military deployment day. I mean, back of Sokoma, we get the river Makona, the Moa River, which separates naturally as a boundary between Sierra Leone and Guinea. That's how we talk so. Now, it be, say, the boundary between that side and Sierra Leone. If somebody in a Guinea, he pray, he use loudspeaker, he can in a salon and pray with them. If the imam, they read any surah, we now can pray together. We in a Sokoma. And importantly also, the people on that axis there, they're the same people. That's how say Guinea, Salon and Liberia go meet up. Then call on the parrot beak. The three countries and can't jam this so. All of the people there within that conclave they are Gizi speaking people. The one there on the Sierra Leonean side, the one there on Lofa, the one there on the Nongoa side. Same people, same culture, intermarriages, some people welfare in Guinea.
All right.
Some people welfare in a Salon. So any consideration for border ownership or land ownership, for in any way surpass that relationship that exists between them people and they. Because anything that you do and create wedge or create confusion among them, now then people and they within that conclusion and get forbid the victims.
You know that way they explain. Someone once told me, say familiarity and contempt. I'm thankful you put some of these premises. And Burma is also here. But quick one, the Honorable Fala Tengbe, what himself gets for say about this since in the deal with people them one-on-one. Let's quickly have it, then we will come back.
Suffering even as we talk, they lack education, food items, they don't deprive them from their farmlands, etc., etc. So the only assurance me get, because Mrs. F don't escalate this matter at the parliament level, at the governmental level, even at His Excellency President Biu endowment to don't get one-on-one conversation with regard to Yenga. He assure we say an inch. He assure me say an inch of that land not going to be left in the hands of Guineans. But anything get processed. The way how we've been done the escalate the liberation of Yenga to now, very unprecedented. President Bio don't take them very, very serious.
How?
One, we don't see force in the history. Why I even say it is unprecedented now that from where Yenga business zone begin day from Tijan Kabine days to date. Now just under President Bio, we don't see ECOWAS don't send delegation for come on a fact-finding mission.
You mean the same delegation where we get reports said and deny for enter Yenga?
The same delegation. Of course, I don't make that clear. They were not denied. Just like according to them propose for visit Sierra Leone and then visit Guinea, gather facts, then table a report. So that same ECOWAS delegation don't promise say after them come out and go under for let everybody know what's in their own view as to the facts they don't gather on ground. Now I made them be interview government officials, local residents, and people where they in the outlying villages of Yenga for able to ascertain the actual facts. So the hope now that diplomacy now a process, but the process has been heightened. The advent of ECOWAS delegation now a clear showcase of responsibility and concern from we own government. Therefore, all be patient a bit more and let's wait in the outcome of that investigation will look like.
So as it is right now, while the people remain displaced, waiting UNA as authorities they do for remedy them plight?
Still, me as a local MP, I don't write letters to several NGOs for support. I don't ask government for support. President Bio don't start. He sent 2,000 bags of 25 kg rice and 400 bags of 50 kg rice.
And at the initial stage?
At the initial stage. Sometimes in May.
And it's been months.
It's been months. So then they don't done. So the only support they now with the people and don't get now, like me said, the MP carry with small support. We not even take them maybe for 2 or 3 days. Other few people and don't support them. 6 bag rice, 2,500. But that is not enough. So we call on government for get a program during this time. As long as the people remain to be displaced or they live in displacement, let there be a program like every 3 months. Then they get at least basic supplies of food items and clothing, medication. So then they go able to make them live like modern people in the 21st century.
But for how long, Honorable, will this go continue?
We all know me, they represent the people and I have the interests of the people. But now that ECOWAS don't come on the ground, then don't can see with the eye. After ECOWAS now, maybe the only option if the Guineans are not yield to peace, not to say they afraid there, we remain firm and we're ready for protect with sovereignty and territorial integrity. But because we want to ensure that there is peace between we and them as sister countries, we continue with the processes involved in diplomacy. If that not yield dividends, then we can go to the ICJ. And Mrs. as a member of parliament, that's my recommendation to President Bio and government for say if the Guineans they remain callous, let's go to the International Court of Justice. Because we courteously certain say Yenga is Sierra Leone.
Honorable, thank you very much for talking to us, sir.
Thank you, my brother.
That's Honorable Diaz speaking to Patrick Salia. No, so now, Brahma, we want to know, have we been serious as a country in dealing with this Yenga issue?
Thank you very much because you get me here as a civil society coalition, because this is worrisome, to be honest and to be truthful for you. I don't think as a country we want to be, we only do what we're supposed to do. No. In the sense, this thing don't drag so much. I remember by 2002, when the war done, where I go working at Kailau, this problem we don't day. Up to this moment, 2025, we are still the drag on. So it worries us. Now look what they happen to we people them. Now then the language, now the neighboring communities, they don't leave their farmland, they don't everything where they don't their comfort zone, they don't leave farm. So it worries them as a country, it worries them as human to we, as a civil society. So we are there for really tell the government and will continue for plea that let them be hasty. It will be a very good thing for we as a civil society or as a country where we own president now the chair for the ECOWAS. So what it can in mind first, I say, okay, the best thing, this issue of Yenga, now the time is for solve. Because if after Tijan Kaba, President Kuruma came, able now, the first term of President Biodon came, and the second term, as a chairman of ECOWAS, for left we so. That's now we won't play, now that we will ask them for. This government, not for left we with this kind of condition. With people that they suffer, honorable, they talk about 25 kV or billions of rights. You're not able for comfort them people them. For left their own house, left their own farmers, left their own picking them, what is the who said for you don't serve in order to Kwendo. It's so pathetic where development don't come. That road where they make from Boedo for Gona, that kind of border axis. We go there. People they know how to accept we. We go there with SLRA, with the contractors for go site visit, we go there. I was present as a civil society because now we the monitor that road there. Yes. But it worrisome this is worrisome for we as a country.
So the thing is, Brahma, let's also understand this angle of it. They come at a point wherein, as a country, we're celebrating, considering the fact where the president get the chairman. We get about 4 other positions: the police, the internal affairs, all of them then get position there. That's just one side. Now, the second side is Guinea is already been suspended by ECOWAS. How you want to go talk to a person, for example, you go to house, you don't knock, or you don't, let's say, you don't grab the Pekin. The Pekin don't come on a door, then you want them back for inside house. But it's like not much has been done, or not try for make peace. All of those discussion, Now ECOWAS within at the middle of all of this. Someone mentioned earlier today, say ECOWAS now a toothless bulldog. You understand? The role where they play in this whole triangle right now all day.
The ECOWAS need for do more, in the sense, quite a lot of things be done lapsing in their own part. I can tell you for free. So, what things in the way the ECOWAS have not been taken serious with certain countries or selective justice, or most of it they do. Will they follow up all them things internationally?
Yes.
But we want to look at them now. See, this a very good thing for them. Now a cap, now the head if they're able to resolve this situation. Because if the young chairman, ECOWAS chairman, now we your president, and I get this issue, and I the complainant, believe me, now I fed another cap if they're able to resolve. And that our plea, that now we your prayer now, that Yenga for be free. Yeah?
Let's go back in line. In a documentary where a colleague do within the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation, Alice Cecilia Cisse, that was in 2024. Amongst many other findings in that particular documentary there, where the chief talked, Tambanyuma, he mentioned, one, there was a point where they even broke in schools, another place there, the Guinean soldiers, kind one. 2, the street lights where the government of Sierra Leone handed them, the Guinean soldiers then pulled 5 commode, they left the 1 day. 3, they've been deprived from things where for they get like the water now for go fishing now, or the farmland, or then deprive them day. And above all, a baking. The Guineans they do their own baking, then pull the baking every day, do their own. And when you watch the picture of it, you can tell it's newly constructed, then one, and it was dated 2023. Then one side, additional information now that the construction of the military barracks is newly built. So all of these, it's like people in the Geraram say, this they come at a time where it's like with a direct foot with situation, or the government at large, well, I'm referring it to because you represent them in this regard, they've been ignoring the red flag, meaning they say like na carnival. All of these red signs were there, these red flags were there, but it's been ignored. Look the breaking, for example, 23/02/2023 on screen, being put by the Guinean people there.
You see, the basket full of unfortunate events. I come to the construction of the mini kind of a training ground. The UNDP, they source funds for construct the bridge on the Makona River. The label them if they been construct them as the peace bridge between Sierra Leone and Guinea. Then a project to be done there on for long. Like Riboda mentioned, huge effort there on the way for do and complete that road on to that point. Now be the hope say it will join to the bridge and then make easy access between Sierra Leone and Guinea, because a lot of trade activities that happen there. The people on Yenga soil explain say when people cross over and begin for brush that place for do construction, they raise the alarm with them. And then tell us, say, no, now this bridge we can't construct, we don't win the bid for provide the technical support for construct the bridge. So we therefore need a storage facility. And therefore this is what they do, so that kind of thing. Lo and behold, they were doing something else. And then accusations of destruction from the Guinean side of them property them, and counter accusation on the Sierra Leone side of the destruction of the property there. It don't happen. They say at some point, Guinea claims say people have been can't do farming activities, even when they ask the consent of authorities in Yenga and Sierra Leone, and go and destroy all the plantation. So that like a retaliation kind of a things and only happen over the period.
So what do you not do as a security body? Because there's a little drop of water makes a mighty ocean. If these things don't boil small,
if I give you a compendium of the activities we don't engage in, we will take the whole day for discussion here.
But that is not the reality. That's not what we're saying. That's what we're feeling right now.
The reason the team don't reach this level now to ECOWAS on account of all of the efforts that we don't be made. Don't forget, say, we still consider the fact, say, whatever are the consideration over any land ownership, enough for overshadow the good relationship that exists among them people today. The chief Nanongowa, the paramount chief Nanongowa, even maybe more vexed, like how we also equally vexed as alone. Because what did happen to now in people in Nanongowa they suffer, as well as the people in a salon. Most of the trade activities, especially look at produce them. Now from Salone they come out and go to Guinea. Now then mostly are the beneficiaries. It appears like saying that the external factor, military officers them on the Guinean part, they can't deploy because they want to collect the taxes around that side. So the economic interest now become the greatest in taking advantage of the fact say we always don't push for the aspect of a non-confrontation for very obvious and reasonable reasons. Then people are now they don't come help we for fight the war. Then people are to talk about so now that community now the same people. If we go into any rank or confrontation with them, then it means we are being foolhardy. Besides, we set up joint technical commissions for Salone and Guinea. And then joint technical commission. If you give it time, they are going to explain them.
Yes, okay.
Then joint technical commission them. Then draw from various government ministries, departments, and agencies, now Salone as well as like Guinea. People from law, from academia, security sector institution, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and several other people. People from Ministry of Land, Cartography, and all of that kind of thing. On several occasions, we don't get engagements. In one of the engagements that we get a Kaila Tongue, as recent as May of this year, April of this year, we go sit down with the Guinean counterpart and come on and can't sit down. We present documents in adherence to the roadmap we don't develop. Na Konakri na Gwekedu, after we get some 9 days engagement day, traversing forested regions up and about in difficult terrains. We come sit down after that roadmap we don't draw, supported by GIZ. We present all of the documents and what we get as a country for lay claim to the various border areas where we think say some infractions that take place, including Yenga. They say present their own documents. The point ought to be made that Guinea, they also lay claims say that they get Yenga.
Gets the place.
Just like how we said they lay claims say now we get there. So it behoves we, just like it behoves them, for present the documents and when they claim to that one day. In William's case.
I'd be going for agree with me, say the manner in which they are taking this whole situation, it's like they are much more ready than us. Now look at the scenario, how the thing happened, or the coincidence. It can like I can let the ordinary person understand. The thing jam for what happened inside April, just a few days after we independence. They shoot three guns, 3 bullets. They claim a mistake. Again, it happened. They claim a mistake, and here we are. They still don't make countless efforts. Now, quick one. Let's just carry you back to 2024, where the Foreign Affairs Minister Timothy Kaba, SSF talk something in that light, saying the efforts and the things they wouldn't feel like they should do. It's been over a year now with this, and it happened in a way. Salon get the presidency for the UN Security Council. Now, quickly get from the minister, and we could come back.
Now, a disturbing reality. For over 2 decades, we don't see the disturbance where the Guinean armed forces they create at the Yengan territory, where His Excellency the President, with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Security Forces of Sierra Leone, they intensively engage with the Guinean counterparts, and the diplomatic discussions they go on, and the President don't commit himself to ending that occupancy and go ensure say the Guineans that demobilized and left the Yengan territory. Diplomatic processes can be slow, but they are the surest ways of ending conflict. No matter how long, even physical conflict is, people they always stand at that table for resolve their disputes. So we believe say Yenga will be resolved because it is not, nobody really argue the fact say Yenga is Sierra Leonean territory. That is why under the instruction of the President, myself in Go Yenga, I go see the encampment. I talk to the Guinean armed forces, where they on record for I tell them say that territory, which I then get encamped, na Sierra Leonean territory. I told them in their face, and therefore we engage with Conakry for ensure say that territory is returned or is demobilized, and then people will left and left the territory in peace.
Wema, you're from the Foreign Affairs Minister there, Timothy, and that's happened a year ago. You know, it was August there or so, where he mentioned, so. And before we go, you already tell Abdul say the efforts will all they claim and the diplomacy will we kind of they attach ourselves so. But that is not what we're seeing the Guineans more or less displaying.
No, really, to be honest, it not happen. The Guineans, I believe, then they just see we like, we know people them way, we're not serious, or they get strength past we. Now that's then they look at we as Sierra Leoneans. One, we don't know if we're in a peaceful country, a democratic country. So then they take yardstick on that, and they take granted on that for saying no, long deal with them. But now the presidents them and the leadership them who we don't get, they pray all them things them. Because they're not that kind of the way that they do so now. You know they fit them all. You know they fit them. But the diplomacy way they go on, we say they support them. But they want no more that this diplomacy not for fail and for gain momentum of them and for see that no, what you don't start we for come to La Yenga now we own. Because when you reach another place there, you really why they cross water they come now cross your territory they erect baking. That baking way they see so back. The other first one we be there, them broke. We go there. That's one other delegation. That's they work na Kailam. And me na be part of the member of the civil society representing na the district security committee. And maybe they represent the committee. You see, in that line. Me brother na me to work na Kailam. When I send as coordinator, that's a district security coordinator. So where they show the geographical area of that place because in no day. You see, now you know what we do when they sit down with they go there where meet with the people them. You see, amen. So but like Guineans they know they take Sierra Leone serious. And I don't want for make somebody tell say you're not serious, they self acceptance. So now that will I will tell your chairman of ECOWAS, and with president that no, enough is enough. Let free Yenga. Yenga belongs to the people of this country, Sierra Leone. Yeah? So that now we play, and that now we advocacy. So many songs, so many concerts, so many plays, so many talks don't happen on these things, but no move yet. Will not be the expected. This last one, what didn't do so now. Therefore, do one that one whole delegation don't come. They say no, not reach here. Just like what them be doing. Now it's development they come, therefore make that road onto the bridge across Nongoa. They say no, not for reach there. We turn up like point, we they see the place, the water side, the younger community. You see? Who said that I'm tank, so they don't even allow it for long reach day. You see? So these are all the things in this way we don't want for like continue for happens. So this small time we don't left with president, with advocacy role is please, Papa, free Yenga. Please, Mr. Chairman of ECOWAS, free Yenga. Not left with so. If we left with so, believe you me, quite a lot, we will talk about you. We will talk. But things and the way you don't come, we don't put in place. You after where you don't go, we got for the continue where President Biobi day. Now this and this and this and do. You see, but what examples and the way the good things we don't do. And this one additional goodies we want for make it add to.
Thankfully, Abdul is here. It will help release the message. But quick one, they say he who feels it knows it. Sometimes you don't understand certain things until you wear inside the shoe. I get to understand. Now, Daniel Keto, somebody we actually born and men at that particular community day. What's in this mean for him right now and for them, the Yengans? Let's quickly have his side of the story.
Daniel Keto, mean indigene of Kisite and Chiefdon, Usai Yengade. So they are born, and we one of the community representative them. Yenga has been the place of our hearts. It's been the place Usai the cultural heritage, Usai with Papa them, and we create people that we know they exist for a long period of time. Yenga has been a place of our hearts, our cultural heritage, land, and our bona fide property. From time immemorial, we know say Yenga na Sierra Leone. Yenga has been part of Sierra Leone for a long period of time, and I don't know why now the Guineans don't they try for can take over Yenga, because we know say Yenga na the place that the way the rebel they enter. Now we place March 23rd they enter, and we pass that night. We cross because now the main crossing point stand for go Guinea. We pass, we go Nongoa, and we been there Nongoa. At that time, we all have been picking them. We've been there Nongoa, and they will grow up. And in our eyes, when will they grow up? Now we see with the Guineans them because of the persistent attack them with them they get Nongoa and persistent disturbance with them they get. Then decide, Salon government decides say, may them come for may they help. For push the rebel them a bit far so that they go able, protect the Nongoa, because Nongoa in the dry season time, people them can cross over to Nongoa from Yenga, Sokoma, they can cross over go Guinea. So because of that, during that dry season time, the war was almost to an end. War was already an end. In fact, disarmament did take place in 2002 already, with the Guineans and cross over now, because for me they forced the rebel them, for me they disarm, because at that part of the country disarmament not be reached it, and because the disarmament not be reached it, the Guineans the Guineans them they were almost under threats. In fact, at one point, I can tell you, now make we them been pulled we as refugee, then we go to Kuntaya, because the rebel them cross over, they even go to Nongoa, then kill people them, and then go back, then collecting them, then go back na Salon. So now based upon that, we the Guineans them together with the Salon government them, with them they try for disarm. Now they say the Guineans them cross over to Yenga for support the Salon government for complete the disarmament. Left their places, and they not abandon them villages, they not abandon them property, them na Yenga, all them agricultural products them where they get, they don't left them, and they don't come as displaced inside their own country. Then they are Kwendo right now. You imagine doing rainy season. This is now the 3rd month, since we then displace them people them, and they not even get sleeping place, and they just put them in one women's center and Gwendu, then they suffer. And in fact, the disheartening thing is we see a lot of military them. Then Dede from Guinea, then get garrison base, we then call base day, we then get the, and we military then self Dede. So you as a civilian, where they see gun them, you know what you go up between them, you know, you there with Guinean then we then get gun them, and you look watch at the other side, you there with Salomon then Dede themselves get gun them. So you the fear. So therefore, we people then get for run away, then get for Kana Kwenu, because they are feeling so much insecure, and then life then be the other threats. In as much as government say they take proactive steps them, and we need proactive steps that could we reclaim Yenga. Now them we need, because at the moment nobody not gonna be happy with and drive you like host and you they out of your house for over 3 months or 4 months. That is how the people of Yenga they feel right now. They are so disappointed. We all, not only the people of Yenga, we all who come on that Kisiten, Kisito, Kisikama, Chiefdom, with the Kisidom, you know, we are so disappointed that there has not been much done. We see a lot of people them they go there, and the sad thing about it is they only talk about Yenga when it is convenient. You know, where something happen. So in fact, few days back we all hear say the Guineans them fire 3 gunshots them on our soil with a Yenga. So that's that to tell you say there has not been, you know, much negotiation, much or diplomacy not take place, and every day the government they tell we say then it's gonna the International Court of Justice, then they gonna ECOWAS, and they go this. A few days back they say ECOWAS fact-finding mission come, and sadly enough they not able to enter Yenga. While whatever channel we trust, whatever channel that could bring back Yenga, we just want to ensure that we get Yenga, whatever process, whatever channel, whatever or international community, whether UN, whether ECOWAS, whether Mano River Union. But I think say we could escalate it from one level to another. It don't stay too long from 2002 to now. This issue should have been solved by now. Yenga has been in, you know, bone of contention for over 20 years, and government in, government out have not taken concrete steps for address this issue once and for all. So we call on President Bio. He is now a chairman of ECOWAS. I think he gets all channels and authority in hand now for me able to address this issue once and for all.
That's the side of somebody they feel the pinch. Now, Abdul, one or two things Keto mentioned there, and I don't say where the promises they go on, say we can solve this once and for all, and obviously the president now we don't get in power as a chairman. They don't above too much, and there's a saying to whom much is given, much is expected. So, but quick one. If we can tell us about security status, what's not put in place in terms of all these requests people are asking. Let us firstly know what's not the current situation of these displaced people, them whether they don't go to the neighboring communities since that bag rest don't go to them. It just stopped there. We haven't been seeing much follow up from you, not the Ministry of Information. We've been put out for we since the rest go. And earlier on, the Honorable Bidede, he said, in fact, in our sister radio this morning, he mentioned that the 25 kg there also, not just government, than a one, and it's in, but no NGO, no kind of big donor, no they give sponsor, in all of this. Like, what are the current situation of these people? Firstly, let's start from there.
So even if you give people in the food every day, still resolve any problem, because land when are you place, your ancestry. It means you have up everything there. You don't even for equate down with any external support. So the people in the situation are there. They are appalling. So has the government been supporting them? It's been about 4 months now. The continuity of the support, maybe something like it can be one off, just that made done. Has it been there? So the Honorable mentioned about support from government, and he mentioned 2 kinds of support. And the expectation say that support they know for stop, if for continue. But given the competing priorities, you may want to also bring in other people for support that effort there so that it will be sustainable. It will just be after 3 months, they can't give. But something for be done for continuously provide the much needed welfare where the people want, because a lot of things are there at stake.
So is that being provided right now?
So that is what we are advocating for, even in the engagement we get. The Honorable mentioned, say, after government in some local NGO, on that very day there were arrangements for some support to be given unto the people. But the bottom line is that while say support here they go on, resolving the matter as soon as possible, they're very much important. Even if you take a ship made of rice.
But also it's very essential for them to understand the situation of these people. Because you're better, so they feel okay when they don't take their oaths from them. So let us understand if the sustainability of this support, if it's still the water up till
that is what we are advocating for. That is what we are saying. I will not speak for maybe the Ministry of Finance or the people
they do follow up, isn't that so?
Sure, we have brought this to the attention of the
What are the exact thing that brought to their attention?
That the people are suffering and they need support.
So the rest done?
Exactly, done things. So I don't know what you want for that say now.
No, I just want to understand.
So the point has to be made that everybody concerned, if as a person I get way for support and resolve that situation, I will do so willingly and entirely. I mean, understandable the frustration. Like the people in Ayenga, me as a Sierra Leonean, I feel completely dissatisfied that million people in my country, then they in a displaced situation on account of some foreign force occupying their land. It's so demeaning. It's so disheartening. And all of the effort they make, it will appear like say, well, much is not being done, this is not being done, but here are people with leaders and spend sleepless nights. They may engage in combat, works of combat, with counterpart them. They may spend resources. They may hold meetings on end. But when they deal with a counterpart, we get the own way how they do things. And we really they look forward, say, they're going for understand them from that angle where we come out, say, we are brothers and sisters. We are sisterly nations. We don't need to forget this rancor over this ownership. But if we think so and they don't think so, and we think so, we don't reach a stage we need for escalator. Now that make escalator to that level. And ECOWAS being a toothless bulldog, I have for bed for differ.
Okay.
Because if you think say ECOWAS are toothless bulldog, then think of ECOMOG. When will we get into a dangerous civil war? Now ECOWAS are then come and free we from that kind of situation. If you are a toothless bulldog, then that is it. And if anybody thinks,
I think in that scenario it's a bit much different in sense. Now this is not two sisters them. Let's say na step mama born them. You know how this step mama business can be. One, we're speaking different languages, our lifestyle is different, and two different and the governance structure of the two different countries firstly now don't become different. Worst of it, Guinea has been suspended from ECOWAS. That is why I'm sure in that slide they made it that reference, also because of the support they don't give you along the way where we get the war. But waiting they happen, the differences so far, most of when a step mama and bonde colonized by two different colonial masters, everything between the two countries is different. But because you neighbor, when I get for understand on ourselves at some point and agree and disagree for the peace day. But if things is going south, I mentioned earlier, say somebody once tell me familiarity is contempt.
So you just don't summarize all of the points so we take into consideration. That waiting to obtain us alone, it ain't within we control. And waiting to obtain a Guinea, it ain't within we control at all. Yes. Two neighboring countries, different languages, same people, but different languages, different culture, different systems of government. Maybe if not be a different situation, like we get with Liberia, we know they get a kind of thing and they don't forget, say, we also get issues of border ownership concerns between we and Liberia. But not degenerate beyond anything. We can sit in a room and talk and then we forge ahead as to how collectively we can come jointly for resolve that kind of thing. Unfortunately, this is not the situation. When the ECOWAS team come and engage the people in Ayenga SSF, the displaced people, among the things that they ask them for, let them make comments on. Now, waiting the things say we for do for resolve this matter. None of them no mention military activity. For them, they don't want military presence either from Salone or whatever. Although in this present situation, They applaud the vigilance of the Sierra Leonean security forces.
Okay.
Because, but for the persons, the Guinean armed forces, some elements of the Guinean armed forces, they take advantage over them. But now that has stopped. And we don't promise, we will continue to maintain the presence. Or in such a situation where the right thing will be done. Because let somebody not mistake for things, say, oh, Salone a small country, oh, they will not get military strength, and that kind of thing. You're going to make a mistake. You're going to make a very sad one at that matter, for that matter. The bottom line is we still consider WISEF and Guinea for being the same one and the same people. And we no one for degenerate into any conflicting situation. Now that make we take all of the steps for refer to the relevant bodies for let them resolve.
So why still they refer to the relevant bodies? How long this gets for takeaway?
I wish I go even for saying that tomorrow or next tomorrow and that kind of. But the process is not to events. For say it will happen now, it end the under. When the Minister for Internal Affairs will address the people in Yenga, and maybe for the attention also of the ECOWAS 12-man delegation, they identify, say, dialogue now one way painful. Now one way can be very, very much slow. But if you look at the product, the produce out of dialogue, now sweet pills. On the other hand, if you go into conflict, you may be thinking that one fire, one gun, dread this person, you don't resolve the problem. But just with the shot of one gun in kind of a engagement in combat, will provoke wide-scale war we go dey beyond anybody imagination. So now that kind situation then, we understand. Me, if the people in Ayenga, Mr. Keto, and any other person will come on that side, vex for all of the effort to make. You can understand. Because if you only say displaced in my own country, I go refuse for understand anything other than say, go back to a village today. Now that no one make a something not be done.
You know, Abdul, let us get this other side of it. If I can to Burma, in as much as you don't assure we say dialogues they in place and the security there is everything is okay. Look at this other side now. Now the bottle they don't send them back tonight. It's like when they play spinning the bottle. These people then they don't displace. It's been about 4 months. Now they send the government of Salone and they send support. And it took us about 20 years, or we're still ongoing dialogue processes for over 20 years. We still para. Inside this time frame of these 20 years, these people are putting permanent structures in this place. People and they stop. They say, "You not go na that water day. You not go na this farm." And we're still having dialogue. So by the time they 40, 50 years, automatically they show another thing else.
So I also need for clarify. That the current degenerating situation, not when they obtain from there all 20 years and then over 2 decades. Before them tell until recently, there be peaceful coexistence between them people and among the people in there. Until we Guinea actually now come back and put boots on the ground. I remember say I don't talk about a communique we signed between President of Sierra Leone and Guinea. We get the Conakry agreement also, I think sometimes in 2012. All of them were be effort them for just cement the relationship until you now see a kind of a, you know, sadly, the system of governance as alone, it differ from what we obtain at the neighboring country. We don't get a democratic transition since after we war to date, from one civilian government onto the other in a democratic process. Unfortunately, that's not the same situation. So it makes it difficult for the leaders then on this end, because even the joint technical commissions are all set. Over time, Salone constitute their own bodies and get people them where permanently they on them posted day, except for retirement or some other natural occurrence, then you will make another day. But if we don't put me the same way as the technical person, where we do cartographic analysis and what have you, then we will go for continue for day until such a time we will reach a conclusion. Unlike with counterparts, we will come this week with a team, and let's say count one team, we all establish understanding, we discuss critical issues, and then we say, let me go back and come back after 2 weeks. So we can now, half of that team, they don't change. Now new players, they come into the picture. So it tells you, we face a lot of challenges in terms of even situation the conversation. Because if you don't understand that the person really talk to, like Mr. Morana, because he already know the thing owner we don't discuss in the previous meeting, it could just be a free flow, a continuation of the discussions then. But when the person come, you get for take them back to all of us that don't begin.
Right.
And lo and behold, if you be saying even a possible difficult to understand or we come with a different motive, it becomes difficult. We're gonna like be here. That will be show out.
Right.
The people will be there on the panel, on the team from we counterpart them. Most of them are new people.
Okay.
And they all be speak in the language completely, different from what we actually we don't establish. In the Kailao meeting, we count 3 sets of documents. Legal documents where they claim to Yenga and all border areas. Documents where they signed as treaties in 1896 between Sierra Leone and Guinea, French Guinea then, British Sierra Leone then. We count documents on a cartographic document, maps them where they physically demarcate the 2 countries, and we count administrative document, treaties, communiques, or even minutes of meetings we don't be held over the period. Then count we analyze all of that, we draw up roadmaps and expecting say we will continue from that. But most of the time we don't see that kind of commitment or sincerity on the other part. That's the challenge we encounter.
So the bottom line, we are safe and things are in place, right? In terms of the security.
We do everything within we pass for ensure say we maintain peace and security, especially for the interests of the people on that axis.
All right, okay. Now, Bema, we're going. But you hear all waiting, Abdul is saying, say all the 20 years, not 20, na the BN10, we Guinea don't go put boots there, na they start. Then 1. And then 2, the situation of the people, them, where they already, they rely on neighboring communities, since they don't get them, rest them. We haven't seen much follow-up, I'm sure I will get 1 or 2 points in that light. And also you conclude on what we'll talk about, the only starts now, why I asked about we seriousness as a country.
Yeah, we people that they suffer as we talk so now. Even we sit down now from now to tomorrow, up to the next tomorrow ourselves, people that they suffer. No, not much don't happen. That place where they go down often and then. I don't come on that place, even to take we will go there with SLRA. And I will home down there. Every day we get information from, even as you don't know now, guys are from Kailan because of around, they know at the camp for this program. They are giving me information.
So it's not the latest they give for as of today.
That up to this moment, people them for that time when they get that first rest go. Up to this moment, nothing. From that way that truck don't out rest. Now for let people them use that separate for lay down. The big hall who said them go get them, but who pass the hall who said them go get them. Now then go put big woman and big picket and then picking them, grand picking them. Now one place. So it's not really convenient for the people. So we advocate rule and we lobby to government that no, enough is enough. Because Guinea not even know they take Sierra Leone serious in all these things. You see, like waiting. Mr. Willis say, now the kind of government I believe say where they get, then they capitalize on them. Looking at we in a democratic country, will not get gone, will pass with time for till then can't think them. And what you don't pass with we at salon, will not go on for let repeat any longer. Go into conflict with any other person, even within ourselves. Will not let down and will pray to God Almighty that nobody among we not go able for go to that place. If we at times one time, we'll go there and they tell we the other time. Then go one ONS, OSD guy, police. Then guide them. Now God make the encounter, but they don't deal with them, they don't beat them mercilessly. They say they don't go hold inside bush. The man in community, don't have police. He go work. They say they go see him. But post in your land, they deprive them for let no worker for go na garden. No.
So
with people then they suffer and when they tell government say they need for pay attention to these things.
All right, in a nutshell, in just few seconds, you don't believe or accept as civil society say we don't lose Yenga or maybe not?
We don't lose Yenga yet. I don't go capitalize on we don't lose them because the power we hold now we hand now as a chairman of ECOWAS, we big pass. I mean Africa countries. We are the chairman, and that chairmanship they not just give His Excellency President Bio, just because I name President Bio, or because of the structures where he don't put in place in this country, things that we don't able to achieve for the first 5 years and to this second 5 years. Now that basis is able to see that no, that's it the thing. Yeah?
Right.
And with the hope to run, and we plead to run, and we beg them that this thing, and still repeat them, make it not left with so. Because if you left with so, it go, you not go tell well, and in record, not go find in this country. Yeah?
All right.
We don't want that to happen. Now make with the plea and with the deny with the butuna to our foot that with all in government and people them, parastatals, all the one that were involved in this security matter, let them make things work. Let this diplomacy, let it try for work as soon as possible. Because people they don't even get side for sleep, they don't get food for eat, nothing, clothes for wear, they don't even go school again. So it's you know tell where. Where they show me them pictures and like this where they choose and the town chief in host. It don't left in host now, but that's why they can't now leakages and don't tell they maybe meet that was not for them. The left you don't take up to the like they talk about the new buildings and where the military don't operate on that water side. Who knows by next tomorrow or next the other day or 1 week ago. Now inside the town of Yenga now they will out for camp build. Because they not just camp build that place, eh? They go to build the sand, they go to build the cement, they go to build the iron rod. Eh? And the military, the Salo soldier, then they would report because I know say then chief sec them, then chief of security committee guys and did it. Like that was how they talk to the young the ONS then get their own personnel in Tamba. You see, man, it did it. So then they give them this information, but they was silent because long no go they don't do with this. Now look at the kind buildings and we don't did it. Who knows what they are planning to do? That's our worry right now.
Thankfully, Abdullah Shawis, in terms of security, things are in place in that particular place there. Thank you very much, gentlemen. We get Abdul Karim Will, Director of Strategic Communication, Office of National Security, and Brahma Mwana from Civil Society and Human Rights Activist Salon. The conversation not just can tap inside the studio. Sierra Leoneans na free tongue. How does it feel about this whole Yenga situation? Let's have it, and from there, welcome to the second segment.
Yenga and that of Sierra Leone, na interest on resources. That's what I go subject them to. There are times nobody know who the effect was until we know this interest. Way back, na land where Salon below retrieved from Guinea during the Anes by Kuruma administration, because I remember for mix of 2012 election, where the Yenga, the Guinean left the land to Sierra Leone, where we see that in a TV television program where it happened. But then come back. That what you learn from that don't show say then they miss something them they get there. Where the same thing they want Sierra Leone governments want them. So that fight say only you ever go into negotiation for them people in the left hand or Sierra Leone steady. Because I understand say a gold mining they go on there. Because that counts back to a population studies. When you read population studies, you get one area what they call the rise and fall of population. You get two types of population. You get densely populated area, you get sparsely populated area. And you get factor that lead to densely populated area, you get factor that lead to sparsely populated area. And so when that factor that lead to densely populated, when a population they get highly populated people, when people go there and they migrate to that side, boku based on the activities that they go on there, and they make people go there. So when you get area in this country, when a sparsely populated area, and then mining area, farming area, you get we get beaucoup job facilities. Can make people go park in terms of free time, business activities they go flow. You get school, you get colleges there, university, and they have beaucoup. They lead to people in car. So I draw my attention go to Yenga. Why you see the two government effects for it because of the resources they go on there. What did they? Now you get activity, mining activity they go on that gold mining. And all government need gold. If it's a long government need gold mining activity go on Yenga, Guinea government need gold, where gold mining the activity go on Yenga, and that and the reason make the no one left it. And that fact is not go easy for the Salone capture that land easily without proper negotiation. We need documentation. Say if the Guinea government they left it, they know who can again. If the Salone government send it, that it will be forever. But then say Bole Guinea left it easily without proper negotiation, no go easy because then say no then the benefits. They don't give one reason when a gold mining they go on it. So nobody no go want ignore them kind of goodness in it. If you look at the map of Sierra Leone, you will not say Yenga. All about Yenga and Sierra Leone. And all that, because of Sierra Leone lack of road construction, that we don't make the people of Yenga, we don't highly concentrate na Guinea. That most of the daily life, all about their culture, a day in line with Guinea because they be easily access to them. Every problem gets solution. I believe say if we look back at the, as I earlier mentioned about the Anescoma administration, say then we do out negotiation. They meet the president of Guinea by the owner be Condé. They negotiate and well. Condé be pull in army the day. Who be Siam. So I believe if this government go through that same process with the help of other international partners, then I believe that go solve easily.
When you look at the Yenka issue, Salone government need for take them serious, and I think we then get for try very hard for the people of this country because Yenka is part of Sierra Leone and the need for let them get them liberty in that side because they don't see where then they get unrest in that place. And when you look at them, we get understanding say mining in that side. So since during the war in 1991 to 2002, we Salone undergo some years of war, civil war. So Guinea can capture they no one accommodate anymore again. So me believe say they not been go there for let them go invade the place. Meaning during the time of war, they been go there for go help the Salone government for repel the rebel them. But now, if they now don't do they no accommodate again. I think them back on the part of the system now where Salone people they not forget restly. And we know they expect Guinea for let it behave that way they at all because we all our neighbors there Guinea get a lot of the benefit from Sierra Leone and likewise Sierra Leone back get a lot with the benefit from Guinea. So like since that side we don't understand say mine needed it. And since mine needed it, that no means a Guinea for take an advantage because them being go engaged during the time of war, so they forget the place now. No, the people they need for get right to their own property, and then be don't do boundary limitation. In fact, when you look at the whole issue, they don't make any kind of cordiality for let a one country cross border go to the next country. No, river they then the river don't do enough for let it serve as a band. And but waiting me they look at the also there is Salone government not to like this current government only, but we get for cast blame on this current government because at the day for now. But Salone government no they try for do anything at the borderline there. Some of we na border side we come up. But when you look at, for example, you get so many districts there with them border with Guinea apart from Kailan district. Talking of Falaba district, talking of Kono district. When you look at Falaba district, in fact, Falaba district all over now them border with Guinea. But how the checkpoint did it? The checkpoint they really say yes, Salone, the border side a week. And today na Yenka, we don't know for tomorrow. Maybe they don't see say yes, Yenka small mining did it. We don't know waiting there underground. The people that they do them find they don't know much. But who knows? Falaba district tomorrow, waiting there for commodity, waiting there underground, who know that day. But Salone government only care at the time of border, the time where they distribute ballot box there. But as then commodity now, when you look at Falaba district for example, then get a place the way they call the same name like Akambia, the way na that Kwendu side. The same, the old village na Salone ide, but the village where they swamp there between the village where they to we on partner ya, it the new Salone money day. While we cross the swamp, then all inside Salone and Salone, then the way cross the swamp, we go over we say they see the boundary now, bembe with Guinea, now Guinea money they use it, while not the same country. Go to them, bend two sides and they all now Guinea money that they use it. So if they look at that now, say, the dominance of foreign currency, don't they now we country in a way that we government not able for put any mechanism in place for that day. And that day, as I say today na Jenka, who knows tomorrow? We not gonna know. Community need for get their liberty. Even our farming, we get a lot of mining. Timber force now mining. Not all mining there underground. Even the fertile soil, so they see this soil, we they get something from because good agriculture, so they do agriculture, they able to gain a lot of you crops then day. So like mining, everybody know how mining they benefits people there. For example, a guy gold mine, he don't go there. Maybe some man able to get any other work. If they go mining, and then they able to dig gold, he able to get money, he go big. Okay? So like all that thing and they get a lot of things then from the ground. Okay, we know waiting diamond benefits some of the people there. We know waiting gold don't benefit to some of the people there. You understand? So like it helps some parents they really for let they even educate them picking there. Some man they even buy house, not to even bill, the bill against it because they don't get money, they go buy instant. You understand? So like mining get a lot of benefits there and people then they do them farming activities then they back, they need for get liberty, then they part of the country. You know they give advice to the government for letting back go the force. Like how Guinea they try for bring force because the reason being, me they say Guinea no nobody effect of war since the time of colonialism. Guinea not ever undergo any civil war. So if they know the effect of war, Guinea not go to seek war more especially within in the seek war to the next neighboring country because. When you look at war, cheap or not, they let Guinea not take at the advantage, say, because the country big past Salo or maybe the arsenal look so powerful past Salo. No, cheap or not, who knows? Ukraine and Russia. Russia say how many days? Right now, they're on over how many days now? Over 3 years now. You understand? So cheap or not, media advise the government. Let them able, because they know much, then get the security forces, they able know how Salo and Guinea get side for meetup and then get so many organizations there, including ECOWAS. You understand? We get colonial masters there. Government know all them roles then they for let them give peace to the people of Jenka because then they part of Salo and they need to get their liberty. And not find all the time then they wait to say in the night what they see last week night where picking the where Papa Granny there, then woman there, then they popo them picking them. I see on social media, then they move. So this at me, man, not tell you that. So government need for provide security for the people there. Let them get final peace na that side. If Guinea go move there totally, let them move there. Let Salon security there. And in my conclusion, today Nigeria, we no go know. Salon border with Guinea more than how many sided. Salon government need for take pressure on the security sector. Now the borderline them much.
And I defend for so. The land is so important to me. And from more born a small gap, see how they get sense. I know say that place outside. So if Guinea come from nowhere, for can intervene. Don't like what I talk about this place. If I may get her, they will come out fast. They can't take that place. I'm in anger. That fetch the pass and can't patch me. I'm left handed. Hence I'm right from the origin. You know found the country see and I get under. Pass blood done there, but nobody no go sit down there. You know go to me no go sit down there. But I can't patch me there. But how the Bible Guinea, they big Guinea speed for can intervene in line, make they take the advantage of me. Because it makes soft to them. Like tell they can claim the now we react against the like talk about that place long time. Now because they encourage not to encourage they and the anchor is always got where. The land it mean a lot to me anyway. It mean a lot to me. It mean a lot to me. Itself we never develop the but for only as we own. We plenty things. If na farm say earlier and day, we na big farm, we get free prisoner na the hook. We get prisoner the hook na. We na parema road. We dey eat free money. Just the whole day, sleep all day, they pay with rent. And then say, they feed them back. But if they pay us again, then they feed them all. Like that place, if Salome will capture that place after the man and that. Now, Bomba family and then build as if a small prison land, they build and they for the people for the work. That is a good road sell for it. I know that development for it. But what you don't need is see that that place, left to the government for you about that.
Welcome back. Those are views of Sierra Leoneans, Fitonians, telling us how they feel about this whole Iyengar issue. Now let's take away flight schedule for tomorrow, starting at 5 a.m. Askai Airlines flight KP023 will depart from Banjul, stopping in Freetown at 8:05 a.m. Accra, and finally arriving in Lomé at 8:45 a.m. At 8:30 a.m., Askai Airlines flight KP043 will take off from Banjul and head to Freetown, arriving at 9:10 a.m. before continuing to Lomé. At 1 p.m., Askai Airlines flight KP022 will depart from Lomé, make stops in Accra and Freetown, arriving in Banjul at 4:45 p.m. For overnight travelers, Turkish Airlines flight TK533/4 will depart at 9:30 p.m. from Istanbul with a stop in Ouagadougou, arriving in Freetown at 1:10 a.m. and then returning to Istanbul at 2:10 a.m. Also at 11:30 p.m., Royal Air Morocco flight AT569 will leave Casablanca, stop in Monrovia, and arrive in Freetown at 2:20 a.m., continuing to Casablanca at 3:20 a.m. That's all we have for We Travel updates. They have a lovely flight. Now, from there, we join Big Daddy, who is here now with us, for take us through the ENT world. I know the basket, and I know it's getting tidy for we. Big Daddy.
Yes.
Sure.
Good afternoon, and good afternoon, viewers. Of course, welcome to you ENT Corner here on Sleep Television Channel 37. Well, of course, starting here is Cardi B. Well, Cardi B, of course, was back in 20, now, this not a case we don't be because a very complicated. Now, this case don't be for the past 5 years or so. And then there was a certain lady we named Emilia Ellis. She was a security back then. And Cardi B be supposed for don't get a doctor appointment because by then she was pregnant. I think maybe 3 months or 4 months so. Now, you can imagine a celebrity walking into a certain place and somebody they be in the video. That's not the case. And then they get a confrontation. Well, in the fee say the thing just done at that moment. She was true, say a assault, battery and everything. And the money accumulated to $24 million where the lady be accused and of course where be say now in sue am for. Well, now back in 2025, I mean, the court case was seated and we see Usai Cardi B appear, but unfortunately for him, she was free. But in this case, instead of they say not guilty, they say liable. So meaning say she's not responsible for whatsoever because according to the lady claim say she did a surgery, but when we watch the face, there was nothing. But let's check out the video where the judge, Birigi Cardi all of, the thing that we I just make mention of shortly.
Section A, assault and battery. Answer, no. Section B, intentional infliction of emotional distress. Answer, no. Section C, negligence and contributory negligence. Answer, no. Section D, punitive damages. Answer, no.
All right, now,
right, so on your screen, like you be see, that was the video of the judge where they set Cardi free from all of the cases. Them, but what moved people is just after she was being free from all of them claims there. Like when somebody they come on out of the courtroom, journalists be they try for ask concerning because we all know she's still the ex-wife of Offset, the musician. So that the journalists will try for teaser. Well, now that where we know say Offset in baby day end accumulately because people let me say it's still a so if they ask about child support and everything, but she got pissed off and waiting exactly where it just free for a repeat and back. But this time around, he used a pen instead. So as you see, this is not the video she got off and it just vexed no more for no reason. But in the other hand, people say what you do not the right thing. But if you ask me, I can tell you for free. Now, you just don't come up at one case, they say you assault somebody. Then journalists provoke you back. Then you still take something back, even though this time around I pen. And you storm the person. You understand? When you just don't come inside the same court. So meaning people are still getting it like, is it not that Cardi B was maybe sometimes she was accused wrongly or not? But if you look at the action, meaning she was accused, you understand? Rightly. Maybe sometimes not to lie the lie panam. Because how on earth you don't free from one case, then you come on a door, then somebody provoke you back, then you still do the same thing what they accuse you of. So this is not the thing where they get people talking. She has been free.
Quick one, Big Daddy. Not provoke person to some extent.
Well,
we talk about the dog, talk about the bone, look for do halfway. Everybody know the issue between Offset. Imagine somebody where you don't hear you say they cheat on you, you still all of those
everywhere,
things.
and now
born
you bring
for
them
picking them, not even one, about two picking, and the allegation say even Nepa Bele, all of those things for this very person. Then one day she just woke up and say, I'm not interested. At first if you do say not interested again, I come back, I born this second picking. And I say I don't want again, it goes. So if they come on a situation like that, I think certain question you have to find certain ways to ask people, and maybe it's like she was provoked to some extent that they therefore react that way. But the good thing about this thing is they're part of the world where they defend themselves. Everything they therefore can go now. So you never can tell also. But I feel like maybe she was provoked.
And funnily enough, now before the courthouse. But anyway, she is free from all of the allegations.
You for go ask me about my ex.
Well,
what did I want to talk about him?
Well, that's just it. But anyway, that's it for Cardi B. Now let's move on to the next big thing where they happen, of course. So the next big thing on your screen is the House of Star. Yes, so the House of Star, of course, still is from them. So luckily for Una, where be late, we no be get. I mean, God bless, the CEO say it's still not open, and of course, let us sell the form. So for you, where be late, go now, King's Empire 81 off, Levoma Beach Road, God Reach, and get your form. Now, for just $65, 1,500 new loan, 1.5 million old loan, get you stand for winning yourself 3-bedroom duplex, a house, and a car, and of course, $10,000. So, let the best man win. Would I get luck and I go get everything? Because this year, now winners take all. And moving away from there, now we get the biggest event where for take place. Away from this one, we're at Epic Fiesta. So ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? So we bring you Epic Fiesta November 8th from the Epic Radio. Last year was amazing. This year, I don't know the word word for use for describe what's going to happen. But this year we start 12 p.m. and we want to let you, we're going to come, bring your family during the morning hours. Let them come, let them get the phone, let them enjoy, then they can go back home. Then of course, as you know now, later in the night, we can do them. And the place we're going to take them na Paradise City, Aberdeen Beach Road. Yes, so we want to give you the best luxury. So Paradise, now the best place we go fit Una, we audience them. And of course, for just 100 leons, come and let's enjoy. And just after this one, of course, yes, we have another one. Say Epic Radio, they give you back to back. So this now Epic Oldies Corner. And the crazy part, this particular one, now the first time. So one forgive all the enjoyment. Say first speaking the kind of where they can show them. So one forgive all the enjoyment, but this particular one. So the oldies, we get so much goodies for now. So for you, where no one day attend such,
you fit for come now. The tickets are out already. 100 Leons no more. Come and buy your tickets. Dress up as you best oldies artists, and let's get the best of the best. So the dates now, October 11, Saturday, FSSG Hall, now the place we get for the. Well, family, before we go, well, of course, yesterday we bumped into one of the biggest artists. Yes, so one of ours, we Nasia, begets some few things for discuss with them. So let's get into the interview with Sia and Abdulish, one of the fastest growing Afrobeat artists. Well, this is all we have for you here. Let's enjoy.
Me, your name is Deneja Siatumoy, and welcome back to the ENT Corner. We say all the juicy and entertaining aspects of the country, they go down. For the first time on Slick TV channel 37, make we meet Abdulish, a new school artist. Hi, Abdulish.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to Slick TV channel 37.
Nice one.
So, how long you don't do into entertainment?
I don't do into entertainment. 5 years ago, so.
Okay, so when you release your first song and what it be about?
Are they about for do many songs? I don't release my first song. When I for you, we are feature Big Daddy. When I'm your brother, I do Akuna Matata again. Then I do also way Big Daddy lay voice on our feature.
So what inspired you for going to music for the first time?
From one small, I like music. Me na my way they follow up music. Now the love we I get for the game make I enter inside.
So during just 5 years of entertainment, na salon, you don't ever go out of Sierra Leone and record any international hit with any musician from other countries them?
Not yet, but actually by the grace of God, God make them possible. Now that's my plan for going.
So what is the Leoneans will expect from you 2025?
This 2025, by the grace of God, I want for me first Joe give me the show at the show and say I will do good music and classic video clips inside this 2025 for the round of the year.
Talking about classic video clips, you don't release any video clips with it out on YouTube or anywhere?
Of course, I don't get one video clip we I don't release. We na also na the video clip that right now the trend in the media.
Okay, so if the audience want to describe you in one sentence and say what's in Abdulish about, what you about?
Abdulish na artist, we na salon artist. By the grace of God, my motive for make entertainment go to another map. Not from your own power, God your own power.
What in particular is different about you, Abdulish?
What's different about me, the first thing, my way of singing. I think I'm the only person, only entertainer in salon music or whatever, that me get my own voice. Then at the first space. So when you camp and style, for do that, another thing, you go meet Abdulish.
Based on all what you don't say, so Leoneans need for expect a lot from you. So what do we need for see right now? Because you say we need for expect classic video clips and other things. Then we're quite entertaining. What are you about like right now?
Right now, just want to tell me friends and my fans and say let them watch out on this new video clip we are putting on Hustle. You go all the media platform, you meet them, you come to Slick TV, you watch Slick TV, you see them.
Abdulish in song Hustle, they right now on YouTube. Look, take a look at this banger and see.
We gonna come, even though spit life no funny. 247 still on the granny. Life no funny, life no easy, no make lazy body.
You better know this, streets life no funny. Daily with the hustle, struggle, and the hustle now the streets from left to right. Hustle for me own, from morning to night.
We not get sleep, the split now we office. As you bring yourself, all man get it on. We daily lap na corner, they turn 2 to 4. Credibility, you want some more. I get me business, you want them, but take a more.
Oh, Jaja, please, sorry for you picking them. This don't do too much.
Hustle, they right now on YouTube. Go stream them for make you enjoy them, make you understand what the song they about and the video. Abdulish, what is the alliance for expect from now to December? Because we have to close the year and we need something.
As I say, thank you very much for that. I know say this round of the year na me get by the grace of God. The most superb album then I go they come before the year they close for launch my album by the grace of God, not to me God your power.
Okay guys, another year, right now the ENT corner, watch out for Abdulish album before December or by December. Then all to get on the ENT corner. Me name Nadine Jasia Tumoy. Thank you for watching.
Mixed bag, Deneja and Big Daddy. Watch out for Hustle. Now from Hustle, now look come to the sport world. And Toby's here. I don't know, think Toby gonna the basket for me. Offload.
Boku day. But there is a time when they say all good things must come to an end. And in life, we all get to where we start before I arrive at this point all day. But in football, you get to deal with friendship and waiting like great memory we want to share. So, in respect of how Alexandra Isak decided for left Newcastle and signed for Liverpool, players we play with Newcastle, among them was Gordon. We go to X account and appreciate the memory we even get with Alexandra Isak, and it confirms it in as much as all of the ugly incident that will happen, he denied for go to training, and of course he tell the clubs he want for life, but he still go to an X account and appreciate the time we spend with Alexandra Isak, and they go always to wish him all the very best in a new career. This is how football is. We see Lionel Messi. Nobody thinks say Lionel Messi would play for another European club after Barcelona, but he go and join Paris Saint-Germain. So it's the same to all footballers, and Alexandra Isak don't get a good farewell from one of his teammates where now Gordon. Let me just continue with some of the updates we'll get for you today, and there are lots more in store for you, and of course also get for run you down to the preparation. I don't talk about this late, definitely, but of course it don't be projected now, so I'll just bring them to you. So tomorrow, if a day in either you green, you white, or you blue colors and support the national team, as we go play against Guinea-Bissau, and the game go play now the Estadio Nacional de Santbro, Guinea-Bissau. This nice stadium will play for the very first time in the history of the country, but again we get record in terms of head-to-head records between the two nations who've done extremely well against Guinea-Bissau. The team been getting first training session, and now don't be the second day where they don't get an effective training session for prepare for two upcoming games against Guinea-Bissau and Ethiopia. Among new inclusion in the team is the man called Mohamed Kamara from FC Cologne, with formerly the captain for Babga Warriors, and of course we get Abdul Jallo as well from Mohamed Jallo, pardon me, from Luawa Football Club, in a new inclusion in this team, and Saidu Fofana, an old face, but they're making return. The last time make a return for the national team was after the Nations Cup. Mohamed Bouya as well all get the opportunity under coach Mohamed Kalon for play for the national team in these two games, and this time the last training session we didn't get, and yesterday them get a lot of discussion in preparing for the game itself. We'll bring to you more of the update as we continue. The newly elected president of the Sierra Leone Football Association, Babadi Kamara, been paid a visit at the training ground of the national under-17 team as they prepare for an under-17 WAFU competition in Mali. And among the words we tell the young players that when they see Lamine Yamal, when they see Doué, and he also mentioned we own Abdoulaye Jumaba, say is a clean testimony for all of these young players for give up on their dream. And he encouraged them, say football, they only go with education, and if they are not educated, they can't be allowed to play football in a bigger environment, despite other school of thought could dispute the fact, say we have Argentines, we have Brazilians that cannot even speak English, we are top professional footballers. But because we're not an English country, they encourage all the under-17 boys, and he say with the power we get and with the power of God, then go and ensure say this under-17 team become an enviable team in the sub-region or Africa as a whole. That was the words of the President, Babadi Kamara. We continue with some of the updates still as we get a lot. So this is for Tottenham Hotspurs in the English Premier League that then gets the highest players. We go for international assignments. So arguably we have 15 players will come up from Tottenham Hotspurs for representing their respective countries in the 2 windows of the FIFA international qualifiers. It could be the World Cup, it could be the Euro, or it could be some international friendly. But Tottenham among the 20 clubs in the English Premier League that they get the highest number of players will go represent their respective countries. Like I say, 15 players from the first team. Now also bring to you rest of the other updates them now. And so tomorrow we'll pay attention to the Leon Stars game. And with this Leon Stars game coming up, there is a lot of talk we will get from Slick TV as we are second to none and the very best in terms of bringing in all commentaries and analysis in the match between Leon Stars and Guinea-Bissau, and again, the next one between Leon Stars and Ethiopia. Rabbi, I know you're excited, but more will come for you tomorrow because not all this we get.
I gladly like Bubu. I see 5-1 tomorrow, by the way.
By the grace of God.
Thank you very much, Toby. And from Denalo, join Deneja Asia tomorrow. We get for Be Tech News, where to talk about data center power demands. Google is partnering with utilities to manage the high power demands of its AI data center, focusing on demand-side strategies.
Welcome to your Technology News Update. I am Deneja Tumoy. Today, we are talking about the immense power demands of artificial intelligence and how tech giants like Google are working with utility companies to keep the lights on. The rise of AI has created a new challenge for the energy sector. AI models require powerful data centers to operate, and these centers are consuming a staggering amount of electricity. Experts predict that in the United States alone, AI data center power consumption could nearly double by 2030. This rapid surge is staining power grids that were not built to handle such a significant and sudden increase in demand. Google's innovative solution demand-side management rather than simply building more power plants, which is both expensive and time-consuming. Google is focusing on demand-side strategies to manage its energy use. This approach, also known as demand flexibility, involves adjusting energy consumption in real time. Think of it like a smart thermostat, but on a massive industrial scale. Google is developing new capabilities to make this machine learning workload more flexible. By working with utilities and partners, Google is helping to ensure the reliability of our energy grids while continuing to power the new generation of AI innovation. That's all on your Technology News Update. I am Deneja Tumoy. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Deneja. And now James Cameraman is here to take us through the headline review. Welcome, James.
Yes, thank you, Rabi. Thank you, viewers and listeners. So now we'll go straight to Yema's Diaries initiative over the weekend. Then we will hold a Bloom Again picnic and healing gathering against FGM. And this program will take place in Jigibonta, Beach Bar, and Lomeli. Bodina Bendu Samba Midede and send this report.
Founder for Yama's Diary Initiative, Yamakoro Mara, said that this initiative, which was themed for the gathering, was healing through sisterhood, breaking the silence with gentleness, reclaiming joy and identity, is a community-driven platform for healing, empowerment and transformative social change in order to create support for women and girls who are faced with inequality and limited opportunities.
So Nyama's Diary Initiative is a community-driven organization founded on healing, empowerment, and transformative social change. We exist to create safe spaces and support system for individuals, especially women and girls who have faced trauma, inequality, and limited opportunities. The work we do. Access to education and opportunities is one of our work. We provide scholarship, school support system, and micro grants for small business owners.
Mara said the Bloom Again was born out of pain, as many women are faced with sexual harassment, abuse, and assault.
This Bloom Again itself was born out of pain, but because of purpose, hope, and happiness is what keeps it thriving and moving. Out of us sitting here today and all the women out there, 10 out of every woman, 8 have faced sexual harassment, abuse, assault, abandonment, unhealed trauma that they don't want to talk about or maybe will never speak about. Many have gone through childbirth only to face postpartum depression without support, left to carry both the scars and the silence. Countless women silently struggle with low self-esteem, shattered confidence, and unspoken mental health battles.
Bloom Again Picnic and Healing Gathering, she said, is more than just an event, as it is a movement of restoration.
Bloom Again Picnic and Healing Gathering is more than just an event. It is a movement of restoration. It is a declaration that to every woman who has been told to sit quietly in the background when atrocities has been committed against her because your voice matters. To every woman told that she is not complete unless she is caught, you were born whole. To every woman who told you to bury your dreams because of the sake of others, I want to tell you that your dreams are valid and your purpose are unstoppable. This gathering is about reminding every survivor, every mother, every sister, every daughter that you can bloom again.
Keynote speaker Honorable Rosemary advised everyone with a message of love, peace, and hope not to decide their future.
I want to tell you today, the message will count. I count the message of love, I count the message of peace, and I count the message of hope for now. Say whatever you have gone through, say that's not to the end. It is just the beginning. Because in life, man, nobody know hide and give and say challenges not get for come. But at times the challenges where they come in different forms, different shapes. At particular point in time now in our life, challenges must come. But let that challenge where una the face let no may not decide for now what you go be na future.
Yama's Diary is an initiative for introspecting, sharing, and healing a moment to pause, breathe, and bloom again. Reporting for Slick TV, I am Paulina Bendu Samba.
Thank you, Paulina, for that story there for we. You remember the former vice president? He may meet today with journalists there. He make a lot of disclosure. We go give now that disclosure and what he say now they got the same blow. But not to now go bring them. So stay tuned, no move. I should bring you again with statistics. Sierra Leone don't set the stage for 2026 population and housing census as a COVID technical committee meeting for highlight the next phase of the process. Officials then say this are the step, this are part of their commitment to transparency and accountability, as they promised the public, say they will continue to inform the public until the journey is completed in 2027. Make we listen.
Update: the Deputy Statistician General, Lansana Kane, explained that the pilot census is designed to test the applicability and efficiency of the instruments and materials that will be used in the main data collection. He assured that activities remain on track with significant government support driving the process.
Currently, we're trying to finalize the recruitment and commence the training of field staff. We have already conducted, say, the level 1, which is the 51 staff, that have been done this month. And then we'll continue with the level 2 training, which is at a regional level. That's about 124 trainers that are going to be trained. After completing that, we continue with the final set of training, which is the level 3 training, if I'm not mistaken. And that is the district training, which will now equip staff with the requisite knowledge and resources, logistical resources, for them to go to the field and start the cartographic mapping exercise itself in earnest.
Adding to the discussion, Dr. Foluke Adebayo, the cartographic consultant, emphasized the role of technology in the pilot mapping. She noted that the mapping was not only aimed at data collection, but also tested the functionality of tools needed for the census. Despite challenges encountered, she revealed that the pilot mapping scored over 80% in its overall performance.
14 sections were expected for the exercise and the 14 sections were visited. Number of localities expected was 181. You can see from here that during the exercise we had 79. However, we were able to on the spot know that there were a lot of errors that was being committed by the mappers and both by the applications. Because when you move from one locality to the other, you are supposed to change locality on the application. And then we discovered that some of the mappers were not doing this, which was part of the lessons we learned on the field. So for the actual coverage, total number of localities covered was actually 192, which is more than the expected, because the validation by the paramount rulers also made us to discover some localities while we were working on the field.
Meanwhile, the UNFPA representative, Dr. Edward Talnan, commended Statistics Sierra Leone for the progress made so far. He reaffirmed UNFPA's readiness to work closely with the institution to ensure a credible and successful census.
These technical committee meetings aim to equip us with a better understanding of the implementation of the census in Sierra Leone and to give us the means to participate in it effectively. They also bring us face to face with our responsibilities as technical committee members and remind us of the need to act together to address all the challenges related to the census.
Director of Communications at Statistics Sierra Leone rounded off the session by stressing that every effort is geared towards building trust and confidence in the population. He reminded the public that census now we all right, and assured that the institution will stand by its slogan, "Letting Continue," vowing that nothing will be hidden from the people. For Stick Television, Rabia Tumansari reporting.
Meanwhile, this now what happened yesterday with the Statistics Sierra Leone. Today again, the same meeting continue. High delegation meeting being continue. Usai may take place now the New Brookfield Hotel. Inside Freetown, Usai bring together key stakeholders from government and international partners and political parties them, civil society organization, development partners, international agencies, we include UNICEF and also UNFPA. And also the British High Commission. Aminata Kamara Bidede and send this report.
As preparations intensify for the 2026 Population and Housing Census, Statistics Sierra Leone convened a high-level meeting of the Census Advisory Committee to assess progress and reinforce national commitments to the exercise. Lansana Kane, Deputy Statistician General at Statistics Sierra Leone, said Statistics Sierra Leone is lacking $13 million for the conduct of the 2026 census.
Government has committed $24 million in total, and donors have contributed $233,917. We still have a funding gap of about $13 million. We all know the constraints of government, and we know that they've done significantly well or very well in supporting our activities. So we also should pull strings where we can.
Lansana Kane said they already have the equipment set for the census and that it only remains the human resource.
We have the equipment, all of them. We have the SE, we have the satellite imagery, we have the GeoApp, we have the servers configured, we have the tablets and power banks. So what remains is the human resource and also the financial resources. Because you will agree with me that training 679 or 700 staff across the districts is a huge task, and it involves huge amounts of money. And to also help us solicit funds for our activities. So this is where we are. It's difficult. It's largely just on government. Donors are coming in, but at a very snail pace. And the way the census activities are progressing now, the speed at which they are going, the strictness of the timeline, we will really require financial and technical support, say like yesterday.
Speaking at the event, the representative of UNFPA, Dr. Edward Talan, reaffirmed that they will continue to work hand in glove with Statistics Sierra Leone so that they will achieve the 2026 census.
By my voice, UNFPA would like to reiterate its willingness to work hand in hand with Statistics Sierra Leone on this census, which will facilitate access to an optimal use of inclusive data in informing the mid-term development plan in Sierra Leone.
For Slick TV News, Aminata Kamara, Freetown. As preparations intensify,
Thank you very much, Aminata Kamara, for that story we put together for you. So you remember, we tell you, say, the former vice president of Sierra Leone, where Chief Alhaji Sam Sumana, they call journalists them today now at the Blue Hotel for tell them what's our intention and waiting they get for the APC party. And he be calling them, he tell them, say, he ready for stand by the APC party and ready for support them. But in which sense and in which way? Make a listen.
I have resolved that in my sojourn as a second generation in the All People's Congress political party, to which my father, the late Chief Sam Sumana, was a member, founding member of the Kono Progressive Movement, which had to join the APC to bring leadership for the APC in the 1967 election. I am second generation APC. Our parents took bread and butter from our table for the sustenance of the APC. Our parents lost their lives for the sake of the All People's Congress Party. They had to shed the blood. And some of them were even incarcerated for the sake of the All People's Congress. To which I say today, my father, as you can see back there, the man in that cool caps, as we call it, Chief Sam Sumana, my dad, was in prison when my mother gave back to me in order for the sustenance of the APC party. So this epitomizes that I was born APC, and I will leave APC, and I shall die APC. To all those skeptics out there who have been assuming that Sam Sumana is in APC, a just scam, I have my birth certificate, which is Nada Oriano Wawe Lanaso, will make me APC. Not your small card making me APC. So on that note, I shall say no. I say no to anyone who shall stand in my way to say, you know to me. What I stand for as Global Peace Ambassador And that's what I will sustain in making sure there's peace in this country, to which there is unity for all of us as citizens of this country to work together and develop Sierra Leone and make Sierra Leone a better country for us and our own.
Wow. What do you think? What would he say? We leave APC, we die APC. Now that's Chief Sam Sumana say. But when you look at the whole thing, Rabi, about Chief Sam Sumana, former vice president, you know, he don't go through a lot of hurdles till he don't come back. You remember, they may pull him come out of the APC party, and later they may instate him. When they may pull him, they may form another party, we call it NGC, National Grand Coalition.
C4C.
C4C.
Coalition for Change.
Yeah, Coalition for Change. I beg your pardon. Thank you. So, from there, they lost the other election they contest, and then they decide to come back home. And now, if you look at them, you say they trace in roots to the APC, saying that the time where they born them, and Papa made them in jail for the APC. That's sad, you know. It's serious. But again, the APC, again, the one for ask whether if they get D for give Chief Sam Sumana back, the APC flag their ship. They forget the tickets for take them to the 2028 election. This is a big question. With all the things them hanging around him, with all the new constitution where APC don't get, with all those things, you feel say they will really consider them.
As we await the APC going into the lower level elections, to then go to delegates to get for pick, but from listening to Sam's response there, you know, they say, my comeback would be stronger. Those words were not just mere words, they were very punchy, hitting the nail. It further continued saying, because I was listening some part of it earlier today, say, let me make and clear, say, no political party in constitution, they over the country in constitution. Added to that day, and what it don't put out here, all boils down to the APC constitution, where a particular paragraph saying that if you don't left the political party for a particular time, automatically you're a new member. So which sense, by virtue of all of it, the APC constitution is posing Sam there as a new member. So he's responding now to the APC and the secretariat there that, me papa, in fact, na bien APC them born, bien APC, then them born me we not been the way in a jail. And me membership card wa get. Sabi that then oral one day, where they no day.
Yellow one.
Now me get. So if on one hand you are saying I am not a member as per your constitution, but I am telling you that I am a born, die-hearted member. Those were very punchy words there, man.
Very, very strong one. You know that he decided for listeners. APC runs to in blood. You know, and if you say he coming back will be very strong. One go on for. Explainer for BC, perhaps he's coming back for revenge. As I say, there are so many things we're hanging around them. You know, expulsion from the party, to statement to the party, expulsion from the legitimate vice president, and then he was removed from office by former president, Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma, and then removed from the APC party, go from another party, C4C, come back. There are a lot of things, you know, he has kept too much silence, and now today, the cipher broke the silence and say a lot of things, you know. One thing you mentioned is just to say that say no party constitution is stronger than the national constitution. Well, every party gets your own internal party politics, internal party structure. So it depends how the APC gets to receive this. It's a long ride, a long ride, a very long one too. And we are waiting it could go for unfold. You know, if you listen to the press briefing, you know, there are some questions where they ask them whether they think they will go for take some legal action. And we say if it's possible, if it's possible, they go take some legal actions. You know, but you know we get 2 more years to the 2028 election, so it's a long ride, it's a long fight. If you go for take them now. If I thought they go for take them, if you take them now, then I get a long ride till 2026. 2027, then we will go for determine without going to give the flag bearer. But as I say, it's a long, very long ride for the APC. It's a very long one for former Vice President Chief Samuel Samsumana for see whether ambition for Old Salone will come true.
Can I add interesting to your long ride already there, Mane? So that's it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. And I guess you enjoy this one, the headline review. You know, as always, continue for stay tuned to we. These are the midweek edition of today's show and of the headline review. And may bring a come to you today. My name is James Kamamane.
I'll tell you thank in French. Bonjour, James. Thank you very much. Today is Wednesday, the midweek edition, and first we're closing the Today Show. You know, tomorrow is game day. I shouldn't tell you, you know, Sleek TV, you know what we're capable of doing. Just stay glued and just see you're going to get from the analysis to the match to the post-match analysis. All of that is in store for you. Only on Sleek Television, channel 37. A reminder that you can follow us on all our social media handles. It's a lovely evening here. I am Rabia Tumansari, but I cannot go without leaving you with what's cost-free for you. Me to you. Enjoy.
Happy birthday, dear Alfred. Today marks another chapter in your journey. May joy fill every corner of your heart. May peace stay with you in every step you take. Wishing you health that never fades and strength that carries you through challenges. May your dreams rise higher than the skies and your efforts bloom into lasting success. Laughter should follow you wherever you go and love surround you in every season. May this year be your brightest one yet, filled with opportunities and victories. You are deeply cherished and celebrated today. Enjoy your special day to the fullest with love from your sister, Esther. Happy third birthday, sweet Khadija. Today, you shine brighter than ever. May your giggles fill every room you enter and your days be full of fun and play. Wishing you endless hugs and kisses. May your little steps take you to big adventures. Sunshine and laughter follow you always, and may your heart be filled of joy and wonder. Every day be filled with sweet surprises. You are a precious gift to everyone who knows you. Keep growing, learning, and smiling every day. Today is all about you, little star. Have a happiest birthday ever, Khadija. With lots of love from your sister. Happy birthday, Ajibu Prince. Wishing you a day full of joy and laughter. May every moment bring you happiness. May success flow in everything you do. Health and strength always be with you. May your dreams grow bigger each year. And may love and blessings surround you in every single thing you do. May your heart be filled with peace and hope. And may laughter and fun brighten your world. You are appreciated and celebrated today. Keep shining and inspiring those around you. May this year bring unforgettable memories and enjoy your special day, my dear, to the fullest.
Parliament don't issue position.